ओके स्टूडेंट्स, तो आज हम इस वीडियो में बात करेंगे एक्सरसाइज नंबर 2.4 क्वेश्चन नंबर 6. What problem is there? So first read the question. There is a narrow rectangular plot reserved for a school. So narrow rectangular plot is there reserved for school in Moholi village. The length and breadth dimensions are there. Length and breadth of the plot are in the ratio. Ratio is given 11:4. At the rate of 100 rupees per meter, it will cost the village panchayat rupees 75,000 to fence the plot. Total cost of fencing. Total cost of fencing the plot is 75,000 rupees and the rate of fencing is 100 rupees per meter. If you want to fence 1 meter of length, then it will cost up to 100 rupees, and the total cost of fencing that rectangular plot is 75,000 rupees. So question is, what are the dimensions? What are the dimensions of the plot? What is the shape of the plot? It's a rectangular plot. Dimensions of the plot is nothing but the length and breadth of the plot. So that length and breadth of the plots are in the ratio of 11:4 that is given. Clear? So this is our question. So let's start with the given data. So first you have to mention all the given data. So rectangular plot is there. Suppose this is our rectangular plot. This is our rectangular plot. This is the length of the plot and this is breadth of the plot. So length and breadth of the plot are in the ratio 11:4. So whatever the given, we have to assume that one as a x. Whenever the ratio is given, we have to assume that ratio equal to x. So let ratio of the length ratio breadth, this ratio is given. Ratio of the length and breadth is 11:4, and that is equal to, we have to take one variable. So let that variable is x. The ratio of length and breadth of rectangular plot is 11:4, and that is equal to, assume one variable x. So from this assumption we will get the value of the length as well as breadth in terms of unknown variable x, and therefore we can say that length of the rectangular plot is 11x and breadth of the plot is 4x. Clear students? Now we have to form the equation. That means here we can know the perimeter, but instead of given perimeter, it is given indirectly the data regarding this perimeter. What we are given? At the rate of 100 rupees per meter, that means it will cost the village panchayat rupees 75,000 rupees to the fence this plot. That means this plot is fenced, and total cost of this fencing is 75,000 rupees. So now we are given total cost of fencing is rupees 75,000 rupees, and we are given the rate of fencing. That means we have to pay 100 rupees per meter. अगर सपोज आपको ये प्लॉट के बाउंड्री पर फेंसिंग करनी है, तो सपोज उसकी लेंथ 1 मीटर है, तो उसके लिए आपको 100 रुपीज़ पे करने पड़ेंगे. विलेज पंचायत ने पूरी फेंसिंग के लिए 75,000 रुपीज़ ऑलरेडी पे कर दिए. So from this data we can determine the length of this fence, and the length of this fence is nothing but the perimeter of this rectangle. Clear? So we have to derive the perimeter from this given data. So here we can say that if we fence 1 meter of the 1 meter of the length, it will cost 100 rupees. So for the 75,000 rupees, what should be the length that can be fenced? Done? So we will get the length. So here we can use boundary method, unitary method, that is 100 rupees will cost into 1 meter. So here we have spent 75,000 rupees. So that will be equal to how many meters? So it's a 75,000 divided by 100 into 1. So 0 0 cut. So here total length of fencing will be of 750 meter. That is the length of fence. The length of fence is nothing but the perimeter. That is nothing but the perimeter of plot. So that perimeter is nothing but the 750 मीटर. ये जो रेक्टेंगुलर प्लॉट है उसकी टोटल लेंथ, दैट मीन्स द पेरीमीटर और टोटल लेंथ ऑफ फेंस इज इक्वल टू 750 मीटर. एंड 1 meter cost into 100 rupees. So 750 meter will cost into the 75,000 rupees. That is the total cost. So this is the perimeter of this rectangular plot. Now we are having the formula. Perimeter of rectangle, or we can say perimeter of plot, that is equal to perimeter of rectangle. So perimeter of plot, which is equal to 750 meter. So this is 750 meter. Perimeter of rectangle, which is twice of length plus breadth of the rectangle. So this is 750 equal to twice of length and breadth that we have derived by using the given ratio 11x plus 4x. It's 11x plus 4x. Now therefore it's a 750 equal to twice of 11 plus 4, 15x. Therefore 750 equal to 30x, and therefore our x is 750 by 30, 0 0 cut. So it's a 25. So value of x is 25. This is not our answer. Read the question. What are the dimensions of the plot? Dimensions are nothing but the length and breadth. Length is 11x, breadth is 4x, and x is 25. So that will be your answer. So you have to write the answer separately like this. Length is 11x, and our x is 25. 11 5 is 55, 11 2 is 22 plus 5. It's a 27 meter. Dimensions are given in meter. Breadth of rectangular plot is 4x, so which is 4 into 25. So it's a 100 meter. So these are the dimensions of rectangular plot. Length of the rectangular plot is 275 meter and breadth of rectangular plot is 100 meter. This is your answer. Clear, students? So pause the video to note it down. Okay students, now question number 7. In question number 7, we are given that Hassan buys two kinds of cloth material for school uniform. Two types of cloth material is there for the school uniform. Shirt material and trouser material. Shirt material that cost him 50 rupees per meter and trouser material that cost him 90 rupees per meter. So two types of material, shirt material and the second one is trouser material. Cost is given. Shirt material cost him 50 rupees per meter. 50 rupees per meter, and trouser material cost him 90 rupees per meter. That means rate of 1 meter material is 50 rupees and the rate of 1 meter trouser material is 90 rupees. Now for every 3 meter of shirt material, if 3 meter shirt material is required, so for that 2 meters of trouser material is required. So that is the requirement of material. shirt material ratio trouser material, which is 3:2, which is given. So let for every 3 meter of shirt material we require 2 meters of trouser material. So ratio of shirt material to trouser material is 3:2, and that is equal to, take one variable x. Done. That means if we require 6 meter of shirt material, 6 meter of shirt material, then we require 4 meters of trouser material. Ratio must be constant. Ratio constant रहना चाहिए. Done. So from this we can say that total length of shirt material, total length of shirt material is 3x meter, and total length of trouser material will be of 2x meter, say meter. Cost is given. 1 meter cost 50 rupees. Shirt material is 3x. So now we can write total cost of shirt material. Total cost of shirt material now rate of shirt material is 1 meter, it will cost 50 rupees. Shirt material requirement is 3x meter, so it will be 3x into 50 rupees. So total cost of shirt material is 150x rupees, 150x rupees, and total cost of trouser material. One meter cost 90 rupees. Total length of trouser material is 2x meter, so 2x into 90, so it's a 2x into 90, so it's a 180x rupees. That is the total cost of trouser material. This is given. Now आगे बढ़ो. He sells the material at 12% and 10% profit respectively. So 10% profit on shirt material and 10% profit on trouser material. So total cost of shirt material is 150x rupees and total cost of trouser material is 180x rupees. Now he is selling this material with profit. So that profit is 12% for shirt material and 10% for the trouser material. Done. So now we find the profit. So profit on shirt material. So what is the profit? It's a 12%. 12% of cost price. 12% of cost price is 12% of 150x rupees. That is the profit that he gained on shirt material. So it's a 12% of 150x rupees. So to remove this percentage sign, we have to divide it by 100. To remove this off, we have to multiply it. So it's a 150x. Now 0 0 cut, 5 2s are 5 3s are 2 6 are 12. So it's a 18x rupees. So profit gain on shirt material is 18x, and profit on trouser material. So profit on trouser material is 10% of his cost price. So it's a 10% of 180x rupees. So again, to remove this percentage sign, we have to divide it with 100. So 10 upon 100. To remove this off, we have to multiply. It's a 180x. 0 0 cut. This 0 is cut. So again, profit is 18x rupees. Done. Now आगे बढ़ो. He sells the material at the 12% and 10% of profit respectively. The total sale is 36,600 rupees. Selling price. So total selling price is given. So first you have to find the selling price of this shirt material and selling price of this trouser material. So now total cost price, that means जितने में वो मटेरियल खरीदता है, so that cost price is 150x rupees. Now on this 150x rupees cost price, he is getting 18x rupees of profit. So selling price, now we are getting selling price for the shirt material. So your next step, selling price of shirt material. So selling price of shirt material is nothing but the cost price plus profit. Now what is the cost price of this shirt material? Cost price of shirt material is 150x rupees and profit is 18x rupees. So now that is equal to 150x rupees plus 18x rupees. So that is the total selling price of shirt material, which is equal to 168x rupees. Similarly, we can find the selling price of trouser material. Selling price of trouser material. So selling price of trouser material is cost price plus profit. It's a cost price plus profit. Cost price. Cost price of trouser material is 180x rupees. 180x rupees plus profit on trouser material is 18x. So 180x plus 18x. So this is equal to 198x rupees. That is the selling price. So what is the total selling price? So total selling price is given. Total selling price. Last statement is given. That is, he says his total sale is 36,600 rupees. That is total selling price. 36,600 rupees. That is total selling price of shirt material and trouser material. So that is 168x plus 198x, that is equal to 36,600. Apart from addition of this, 8 plus 8, 16 plus 1, 6 plus 1, 366x equal to 36,600. So we are getting the value of x, which is equal to 36,600 divided by 366, 100. So we are getting x equal to 100. X equal to 100, and this is not your answer. Question is, so how much trouser material did he buy? How much trouser material did he buy? So the length of trouser material, here it is 2x meter. So x is 100. So our answer is, so length of trouser material, length of trouser material equal to 2x, 2 into 100, which is equal to 200 meter is the answer. Clear? Question may be changed. What is the total length of shirt material? So total length of shirt material is 500 meter. So the ratio of shirt material and trouser material is 200 and 300. Done? 200 and 300 meter. So ratio is 3:2. Clear, students? So this is how you can solve your question number 7. So pause the video and write it properly and note it down. Okay, students, now question number 8. Half of the herd of the deer are grazing in a field and 3/4 of the remaining are playing nearby. The rest of 9 are drinking the water from the pond. Find the number of deer in the herd. Find the number of deers in the herd. So we are given on herd of deer, है ना, जो हरण होता है ना उसका एक झुंड. So that is herd of deer. So let assume our variable, let number of deer in herd, number of deer in herd be the x, है ना. How many deers are there that we are not knowing. So we assume that number of deer in a herd be the x number of deers are there. Now start from the first statement. Half of the herd in herd total x number of deers are there. So half of the herd, that means 1/2 of this deer are grazing in the field. So now we can write number of deer grazing in field. So number of deer are grazing in a field are nothing but the half of the herd. In herd total x number of deers are there, so it's a half, 1/2 into x. So x/2 number of deers from this total number of deer are grazing in a field. फील्ड के अंदर जितने भी डियर है उसमें से हाफ जो डियर है वो ग्रेजिंग कर रहे हैं. तो अभी हमारे पास कितने बाकी बचे? सो रिमेनिंग और यू कैन से नंबर ऑफ रिमेनिंग डियर. हमारे पास टोटल x नंबर ऑफ डियर है, उसमें से x/2 ग्रेजिंग कर रहे हैं, तो बाकी कितने बचे? टोटल x है उसमें से हाफ ग्रेजिंग कर रहे हैं, तो अभी हाफ बचे. सो इट्स 2x - x, सो इट्स x/2. सो दिस आर द रिमेनिंग डियर्स. नंबर ऑफ रिमेनिंग डियर्स, टोटल नंबर ऑफ x डियर्स आर देयर, उसमें से हाफ ऑफ द डियर्स आर ग्रेजिंग इन अ फील्ड में चले गए. अभी हमारे पास x/2 बचे, उसमें क्या है देखो आगे. नाउ एंड 3/4 ऑफ रिमेनिंग. अभी हमारे पास इतने x/2 है, उसके 3/4 है ना, जो बाकी बचे उसके 3/4 पार्ट आर प्लेइंग नियर बाई. सो नंबर ऑफ डियर प्लेइंग नियर बाई कितने? 3/4 ऑफ remaining deers are x/2 and 3/4 of remaining, so it's a x/2, 3/4 of x/2, so that is equal to 3x/8. This number of deers are playing nearby, so we can say number of deer playing nearby are 3x/8. Done. So now and the rest 9 are drinking the water from the pond. तो बाकी बचे वो, बाकी कितने बचे? तो x/2 थे, उसमें से 3x/8 वो अभी प्लेइंग बाय नियर बाय, दे आर प्लेइंग नियर बाय. सो बाकी कितने बचे? सो नंबर ऑफ रिमेनिंग डियर, पूरा झुंड था उसमें से x/2 बाकी था, उसमें से 3/4 चले गए, तो x/2 है ना, आधा तो पहले से ही वो चला गया ग्रेजिंग के लिए, आधा था उसमें से 3/4 अभी प्लेइंग के लिए चला गया, तो बचा कितना? So it's 3x/8. These are the remaining deers, and that remaining deers are given, that rest are the remaining deers, so they are drinking the water from the pond. So these are the deers, these are the remaining deers, they are drinking the water from the pond, and they are equal to 9. So here first you have to simplify this. So here LCM is 8, 2 4s are 8, so it's a 4x minus 3x, so which is equal to x/8. These are the remaining deers, x/8 are the remaining deers, so that rest 9 are drinking the water, these are the rest deer. So number of deer drinking the water, they are equal to 9, and they are nothing but the rest of the remaining deers, which is equal to x/8. So here we can say 9 equal to x/8, therefore x equal to 8 9s are 72. So total x, what is x? Number of deer in a herd. Find the number of deer in the herd, that is our answer. So number of deer in herd are nothing but the 72. Clear? यहाँ से हमने डायरेक्ट आंसर निकाला, और आप दूसरी भी मेथड भी कर सकते हो, है ना. यहाँ तक आपको पता चल गया कि नंबर ऑफ डियर्स प्लेइंग नियर बाय इज 3x/8 डन, एंड number of deers grazing in a field are x/2, and remaining deers, or we can say rest deers, or we can say the rest 9 drinking the water. So number of deers drinking the water, number of deer drinking the water, that is equal to 9, है ना. ये वाला स्टेप नहीं करेंगे, यहाँ तक करेंगे, बाद में लास्ट ये लिख देंगे ना, सेकंड मेथड. So here we are having total number of deers x. So total number of deers are divided into, so total deer थे उसमें से, total deer थे उसमें से कुछ deer क्या कर रहे हैं, deers grazing in a field. So number of deer grazing in the field, आधे इसमें डिवाइड हुए, आधे क्या कर रहे थे, number of deers playing nearby, number of deer playing nearby plus rest deer क्या कर रहे थे, drinking the water. So number of deer drinking water in the pond. So total deers x are divided into 3 groups. So number of deers grazing in the field are x/2. So x equal to x/2 plus number of deer playing nearby, that is equal to 3x/8, and remaining deers are drinking the water, they are equal to 9. So we are getting one equation. Solve this equation, we are getting x equal to 72. So here 2 and 8 is the LCM. Multiply this equation on all the sides, on both the sides, by 8. So this is 8x, this is 4x, this is 3x plus 8, 9 8s are 72. So it's 4x plus 3x, 7x, 8x minus 7x, 8x minus 7x equal to 72. So x equal to 72, है ना. ऐसे भी आप इसको सॉल्व कर सकते हो. क्लियर स्टूडेंट्स? पॉज द वीडियो एंड नोट इट डाउन. A grandfather is 10 times older than his granddaughter. Grandfather is 10 times older than his granddaughter. He is, that means grandfather, is also 54 years older than her. So grandfather is also 54 years older than her. That means grandfather's age is 54 years more than granddaughter. Find their present ages. You have to find the present ages of this both person, grandfather and granddaughter. So here information regarding this grandfather's age is given, but granddaughter's age is not given. So we will assume let present age of granddaughter present age of granddaughter be x years. Done. So now grandfather is 10 times older than his granddaughter. So therefore now we can write the age of grandfather. So present age of, we can write present age of grandfather. Grandfather is 10 times older than his granddaughter. Present age of granddaughter is x years. Grandfather is 10 times older than his daughter, so it's a 10x years. Clear? Now second statement. He is also, two relations are there between the ages of grandfather and granddaughter. Present age of yes, very good. So he is also 54 years older than her. So grandfather, we can say age of grandfather is 54 years older than her daughter. So to make the both age equal, we have to add 54 in the age of granddaughter. So grandfather's age will be granddaughter's age plus 54. Now he is also 54 years older than her. Grandfather is 54 years older than granddaughter. That means the age of grandfather is 54 more than the age of granddaughter. है ना, ये ज़्यादा है. So to make this both the ages equal, we have to add 54 in the age of granddaughter. Clear? Now what is the grandfather's age? It is 10x. So grandfather is 10x year old and granddaughter is x years old plus his age is 54 more than. So now both the ages are equal. So this is one equation. Solve it. It's a 10x minus x equal to 54. So 9x equal to 54. So we are getting x equal to 54 by 9. So it's a 9 6 are 54. Clear? So x equal to 6. Find their present ages. So you have to find the present age of both. Therefore, present age, our answer is present age of grandfather. GF थोड़ा grandfather. Present age of grandfather पूरा लिखना है. So present age of grandfather is 10x, 10 into 6, 60 years. 60 years. And present age of granddaughter. Present age of granddaughter. That is x years. So it is 6 years. Done. So compare this relation. 6 years, 60 years. So we can say that grandfather is 54 year older than her. है ना, 6 साल की है, ग्रैंडफादर 60 साल के हैं, तो वो 54 ईयर ओल्डर हो गए. क्लियर स्टूडेंट्स? और फर्स्ट रिलेशन, ग्रैंडफादर इज 10 टाइम्स ओल्डर देन हिज ग्रैंडडॉटर. 6 इयर्स, ग्रैंडफादर की एज 60, 10 6 60, सो 10 टाइम्स बड़े हो गए. सो दिट इज योर वेरिफिकेशन. नाउ लास्ट क्वेश्चन ऑफ दिस एक्सरसाइज. रीड द क्वेश्चन. Aman's age is 3 times his son's age. 10 years ago, 10 साल पुरानी बात, he was 5 times his son's age. Aman's age was 5 times the age of Aman's age. Find their present ages. You have to find the present ages of two person, Aman and his son. So let assume that one. So let present age of Aman. देखो अभी क्या हमें अज्यूम करना पड़ेगा. अमन्स एज इज 3 टाइम्स हिज सन्स एज. तो इंफॉर्मेशन रिगार्डिंग अमन्स प्रेजेंट एज इज गिवन विच इज 3 टाइम्स द एज ऑफ हिज सन, बट द इंफॉर्मेशन रिगार्डिंग अमन्स सन वॉज नॉट गिवन. सो वी हैव टू अज्यूम प्रेजेंट एज ऑफ हिज सन. प्रेजेंट एज ऑफ अमन्स सन वो हम अज्यूम करेंगे. So that is equal to x years. Now we can say that Aman's age is 3 times his son's age. So Aman's age will be 3 times. So it will be 3x years. Clear? So present age of Aman's son is x years and present age of Aman is 3x years. 3 गुना हो गया. Now 10 years ago, before 10 years. So 10 years ago, before 10 years. Suppose present age of Aman is 40 years. So before 10 years, the age of Aman will be 40 minus 10, 30 years minus करना पड़ेगा, है ना. पापा भी 10 years छोटे होंगे और जो उसका सन है वो भी 10 years छोटा ही होगा. So here before 10 years we can write the Aman's age of Aman's son. सन भी 10 साल छोटा हो जाएगा ना. So it will be x minus 10 years. x minus 10 years. And अमन's एज, अमन की एज भी 10 years कम होगी, so it will be 10x minus 10 years. So read the statement. 10 years ago he was 5 times his son's age. Aman's age is 5 times his son's age. So according to our condition, we can write Aman's age before 10 years is 5 times. So it's a 5 multiply his son's age. 5 times of Aman's son's age. So Aman's age will be Aman's age was 3x minus 10 equal to 5 times of Aman's son's age before 10 years. So it's x minus 10 years. So this is one equation, linear equation, solid. So it's a 3x minus 10 equal to 5x minus 50. Taking this 3x on the right hand side and minus 50 on the left hand side. So it will be plus 50 minus 10 equal to 5x minus 3x. So this is 40 equal to 2x. So we are getting x equal to 20. This is not your answer. Answer is find their present ages. So you write the present age of Aman and his son. So therefore present age of Aman's son. What is the present age of Aman's son? It's x years. Our x is 20, so that is 20 years. Present age of Aman's son is 20 years, and present age of Aman is 3x. And therefore, Aman's age, present age, 3 into x, 3 into 20, 60 years. Clear? So Aman's present age is 60 years and his son's age is 20 years, and 10 years before तो 50 years और son की एज 10 years होगी. So it's a 5 times the age of his son. That is the verification. Clear students? So this is our exercise number 2.5, and pause the video and share this video with your